Hello there guys, Fengferth here. This is Magic the Gathering 2013 Duel the Planeswalkers. Now, I got a treat for you. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going to go through the campaign, but I'm going to be going through the campaign playing with random decks. So as you've noticed, I have actually unlocked a few already. I've basically unlocked all the decks, and this is going to make playing the random play a lot harder, since there's more decks to actually choose from. So let's crack on with it, shall we? Okay, you ready? Steady, whee! Let's see what we get. So we've got, oh okay, we've got a black deck. So let's crack on. Now, since this is the first duel, for those of you that are new to Magic the Gathering, I'll just use this one as a tutorial and just show you the ropes. So, okay, so this is actually quite a crap hand here. We've got loads of lands. This is your mana that you need to cast your stuff, but we haven't got much stuff. So, let's draw a new hand. That's much kind of better. So let's keep this hand. And opponent's turns first. So each turn you put a land down, and you can play spells. So this one is a sorcery spell. Look at the top two cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other at the bottom of your library. So this is a one-use card, and it goes straight to the graveyard. So that's quite a nice deck spinner. And in turn, okay. So let's get a swamp, and I can't play anything, so I've got to pass my turn. So let's do that. Okay, what are you playing? Yeah, so that's another island. And another sleight of hand. Okie dokie. It's a good start so far. Not for me, of course. Okay, so this is a creature card. It's just one island, and it's a 0/4. So the first number is the power. That's how much damage the creature deals. And the second number is the toughness. That's how much damage it can take before it's destroyed. So that's a decent blocker. It doesn't deal any damage though. So let's carry on. Okay, so we can play that. It'd be a bit pointless though. When this enters the battlefield, target creature gets -1/-1 to end the turn. So we want to keep that for something that's quite weak, so as we can just get rid of it straight away. So we don't really have anything else at the moment, which is looking a bit bad. I haven't actually used this deck before either, so okay, we'll just continue here. We're not really too worried yet, since he's only got that blocker there. Okay, so you play another island, and are you going to do anything else? You're going to attack with a 0/4. Okay. Don't know why he's attacking with an 0/4 there. Okay, Ring of Evil. So this is an artifact. It's an equipment artifact, and you can pay its equipment cost to equip a creature, and it does what the abilities do there. So I'll tell you about that more in a bit. Okay, so it's equipping it now, and now what that's get it is, if it taps 2 anytime, equipped creature gains X proof to end the turn. So anything that I try and target at this creature will get countered. I won't be able to target it at all. So that's quite a nice ability to have there. And also at the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature if it's blue. So your upkeep is between your untap phase and your draw phase. So let's carry on with this. Okay, so this one is 2/1 flying, and whenever Lilian Scepter enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. So that's what we'll do. So he's going to have to discard a card. He's got 4 cards in his hand at the moment, and one's disappeared. Goodbye. Now there's two main ways you can win Magic the Gathering, and that's by reducing your opponent's life to 0, and you both start off on 20. Or to run the opponent out of cards in his deck. As soon as he has to draw and he's got no cards in his deck, he loses. So let's carry on with that. There are other ways to win, but it doesn't matter at the moment. Okay, so he's brought another one of those equipments in, which means he'll probably equip it to that one. Yep, as expected. Interesting that. So he's now attacking, obviously, with a 1/5 because he can. Okay, so I could choose to block then if I wanted, but I didn't choose to block because it would have destroyed my monster. So I just decided to take the 1 damage instead. Okay, now I've got a few more options now. So I'm going to play this one. So whenever this comes into play, I can search my library for a strong card and then put it into my hand, then shuffle my library. So let's get that. There we go. And it's also got another ability. If I tap Swamp, it gains +1 until end of turn. So it's self booster, which is quite nice. So we can now attack with this. Flying is an ability where it can only be blocked by other creatures that are flying. So it's a quite nice ability to have for dealing damage. So there we go. I've took it into 18, and I've got to end my turn. So now he's got 2 of those equipped on him. That means it's now a 3/7, which could be troublesome. So let's see what happens. He'll probably attack. Yep, that's fine. So this is probably going to be a damage race. I need to try and deal more damage before he gets big. So let's see what we can do here. Right, so that's quite a nice card. I'll need to use that in a bit. Interesting. Okay, so let's just get this one for the time being. Okay, now this one's a bit of a funny card. So, Swamp and 4 for 4/1. It's not a great trade-off, to be quite honest. And it can't block either, which is a bit bad. But interestingly, whenever a Swamp enters the battlefield under your control, you may return Valborn Ghoul from your graveyard to your hand. So it has got something useful. That's kind of what Black's like. You kind of sacrifice a lot, but you do get a decent benefit out of it, which is quite nice. So let's attack both of these. So that should be 3 damage. Should be 3 damage since you can't block. There we go. And I'll end. Okay, so that's now a 5/9. Oh dear, it's getting bigger and bigger each turn. Oh dear. Okay, sorcery. Now this is actually a really good card. So draw cards equal to the number of cards in target opponent's hand. So I've got 5 cards, so he can draw 5 cards. It also has an interesting effect called Rebound. Now what Rebound does is, whenever this card's cast, the effects resolve and it gets put to the side, and then it will be cast again during its next upkeep. So it's cast twice, which is really nice. Okay, so he's probably going to attack with that. Oh no, he's actually held it back. That's quite surprising. So this is an instant. This can be used anytime, and it can also be used in response to something. So this is destroy target creature an opponent controls, then each other creature that player controls get -2, -0 to the end of turn. So that'll be quite interesting to do. So what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to cast him now. Destroy that. Might as well, before it gets too big. And then I'm going to full out attack with these, so that should be 7 damage. There we go. 7 damage. That's quite nice. There we go. And I'll end my turn. So even though these effects still resolve, there's nothing enchanting it, so it doesn't matter. And of course that comes back, and he's now got 11 cards in his hand. Okay, so there's an instant. Return target non-land opponent to its owner's hand. So that gets put back into my hand, like so. And another one. Oh goody. So that gets back to my hand as well. Brilliant. Okay, now we're seeing Skywind Skywind Drag. It's got flying, but it can also only block creatures with flying, so it's kind of gimped. Okay, so let's see what happens. Nothing much. Okay, so now's a good time to play this beetle. So whenever it comes into battlefield, target creature gets -1/-1 to end the turn. So we'll use that on that. There we go. Goodbye. And I may as well play this one as well, so as I can get another swamp. And we'll carry on now, so let's attack with this. There we go. Attack. Go for damage. Go, go, go. Okay, so he's down to 6 now. This is pretty decent. This is looking good. Nothing enchanted again, so those are just resolved with no target. Another land. Oh, another sleight of hand. Oh dear. Must be desperate. Oh, must be desperate. Bloody hell, he hasn't played anything. I'm getting a few frame issues here, but that shouldn't put you off. So, I could actually win here if he doesn't play anything. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue. And I'm going to attack with these. Now, I'm going to stop the timer. And I'm going to use this ability. Liliana the Shade gets +1/+1 to end the turn. So, we want to activate this 5 times, just in case he's got anything nasty. So that should now be a 6/6. Okay. And if all goes well, that's game. There we go. So, yep. And we've got a new card. First strike, whenever Necratal? I think that's Necratal. Enters the battlefield, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. That creature can't be regenerated. That's pretty nice. Bit crap at the attack and defense, but that's still nice. So, yeah. I'll just have a quick look at the deck manager. So, in this game, you start off with 60 cards in the deck, and you have to unlock them. By winning a duel with a deck that you're using, you unlock the next card in the cycle. So, if I win again, I'll get another Liliana Shade, and then the next one I'll get incremental Blight. Oh jeez, I need to learn to bloody read. Nightwing Shade, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Okay, there's quite a lot unlocked, and there's quite a lot to unlock. And a nice little change as well is the deck manager itself. You've actually got a lot more stats, but I'll talk about that in another video. So I'll see you again for the next one.